deserve way more than that. They work very hard to bring you all the cool stuff, the replay booth, all the cameras, the lighting, all the stage setups. They do so much work. This replay system is custom built by them, so a lot of really cool technology going on as a passion project, which is really what all of this is. This is how Pound started, established back then when there was absolutely no money in this at all. So
we are at the original Smash Super Major here with one of the original fighting game iconic characters in Ryu stepping up against Pokemon Trainer. Sandstorm versus Atelier. Let's get it.
Yeah, Atelier. And Atelier gonna show off Pokemon Trainer, one of the highest seeded Pokemon trainers, maybe the highest seeded Pokemon trainer at the event. Starting to see a resurgence of this character after Quid took Let's Make Big Moves in January. I know Pape's here, so there's plenty of Pokemon trainers to go around.
Already showing why this character is so devastating. Look at the stock is gone. All it takes is one down air from Ivysaur after a barrage of combos from the Squirtle. The low percentage strings from this tiny character are incredible.
And Sandstorm is going to have to overcome quite a big gap against that Squirtle. The Squirtle is going to be really devastating for Ryu right off the bat, but it's nothing to sweat over, I would say. Once Ryu gets to that, 50 to 60%, yeah, they don't really care about Squirtle anymore. It's going to be at those straight hits and not getting hit by those Ivysaur down airs or Charizard Flare Blitz or something crazy like that.
But can we talk about the on reaction, the side B that low profiled, the Fireball from Ryu? That is such a good tool right there. Now getting the back air, unable to focus that as Ryu. The Ivysaur is out, trying to get the projectile barrage going, but the question is, can Sandstorm actually get in? I feel like this is a character whose disadvantage state not the best, Analyst.
No, not at all. Tori, very wise, right around that 60% mark, switch over to Ivysaur, knowing Squirtle's not really a threat to Ryu at that point. Ryu's just too heavy for Squirtle to do a lot with. So going to go for that Ivysaur. Ivysaur's so effective at gimping Ryu off both his Shoryuken and his Hurricane Kick to recover.
And I'm loving the commitment to the projectiles here from Sandstorm. I feel like if Atelier just tries to stop back and actually play long range, he'll have the advantage, but at mid range, it feels like Ryu has the better projectile. This multi-hit is so much more threatening.
And Sandstorm, he's a very good Smash player. He's arguably one of the best Brawl Hall players. He's very experienced at platform fighters and fighting games in general. So don't be surprised. He's already started to make those adjustments, slow the pace down, take things back a notch, and see what he can do, what adjustments he can make. And even if you just buy time, even if you don't win this game, and this is a best of 5 set, you just buy your time here and see what you can come up with, gather data, and then you can make big adjustments. It may not even take a second game for the adjustments. It's starting to smell like a comeback here, Scabs.
I mean, these projectiles have been so devastating. Waits out the focus, but unable to get the kill from it. And now Ryu tossing out a ton of damage. It might be at 154, but it feels like this is an even game. All Ryu needs is one of those quick two-frame tilts, and we could be in stock parity.
Or not. Going to do it, yeah. So down tilt would have been a stock for sure. Now it may not be. Well, Squirtle probably is. Yes.
Yeah.
But Charizard, all right, well, there he goes. All right, so he cancels the up air into the Shoryu. That's what he tried to do on the last stock as well, but he couldn't get it in time to get a link. So, despite losing that stock so early for firing the Fireball.
Again, this Squirtle is just so hard to hit. He can be so slippery too when he's right in there on Sandstorm due to the hitboxes.
Imagine you're all the way up here on this main stage, and that stupid turtle's ducking under your Fireball. Like, how short are you, Squirtle?
Usually he's used to characters perhaps swatting the fireballs away, but yeah, low profiles are a difficult spot for Sandstorm. Does able to get back, but the...
Not gonna die?
No, not at all.
That, not there, nope. Did not get the sweet spot that he wants, but set it up perfectly, and the down air does it.
I gotta give him credit because he applied so much pressure off stage without hitting a button. Just watch this. He just slowly, he gets the up B, so now you don't have nearly as many resources. He just waits, jumps in, and matches the drift. When are you going to hit the up B? Double jumps to cover it, and then immediate down air. I don't know what Sandstorm could have done in that spot.
Without a jump, nothing. and that's a really good example, Scabs, of when you want to put your opponent in a position to make a mistake rather than trying to just guess what they're going to do. There's a big difference between that. Somebody makes a big read or a big play, and you're like, oh, man, they called this out, or and it's like they're so good. But someone who can force that situation, as Atelier has done, fantastic. That's exactly what you want to see.
Agreed. I mean, Sandstorm, though, props to him for sticking with this patient playstyle. Absolutely not going to be phased by Atorier's just low profiling and trying to get in, but finally jumps over projectile. Big damage here, gets the down air into the double forward air all the way off stage. Ivysaur's coming out to play, gets the nair to carry him down again, and look at this damage, Dan.
Yeah, almost a mandatory focus to break the second forward air from Squirtle, and that saved his life. That kept him in the game there. I don't know if we'll get that on replay or not, but that was really a brilliant.
What? He just stands there. It's like, I know you're coming at me. I know you're gonna get antsy and you want this kill.
Why
so,
is Ryu's foot bigger than Kaji's boot?
I mean, the proportions to Street Fighter are a little bit wacky.
Those toes are huge. They're stinky. I wouldn't want to get hit by that foot either.
Man wearing a size 17 about.
Yeah. I've got pretty big feet, but Ryu's feet are
ridiculous.
Yeah, they're basically it's bricks.
Gets the full
focus attack, couldn't get
crumple,
anything off of it.
Oh, that's so unfortunate. The angle is just a little bit off because of the platform. Now Zard is out, and this is a character that can clean up the stock really early, but focusing through the up B, and that is actually going to clean the stock. That little extra bit of rage, I think, might have made the difference.
Yeah, that was as soon as he missed the up B, he knew what was coming. That was risky. I mean, like, it would have got the KO if he hit the up B. I get it, but I don't know.
It's a hard commitment for sure.
Yeah. It's like kind of what we were just talking about, like guessing versus conditioning. He thought he had Sandstorm condition there, and Sandstorm was like, nah.
Yeah, exactly. No, I'm just going to hold this. We're good. Focus got him out of dodge for sure. All right, solid combos there. Gets the jump reset into the back air, too. And now Water Gun is out. The jump had to be used.
Nice.
And what a connection.
He can get it. Oh, I was going to say, he had a chance here, but he didn't know where Sandstorm was going to use that up B. He set that up with the forward air. He two-framed him with a forward air, which
I've never seen that happen
is bizarre. It's like, why wouldn't he just down air? But he was just trying to burn the jump before using the down air, because then there's no way he could recover. But he stays on stage.
Missed tech, but not going to end up with the kill. Instead, 2 fireballs. Tons of damage here for Sandstorm. The question is, what is the option to flame it again? We get that Atelier drop down into the immediate up B. Sandstorm has not been respecting that option.
Not at all. And there it is. Another up air. Cancel it into Shoryuken. That's what we call the true Shoryuken. That's the Shoryuken's traditional Street Fighter input rather than using just the directional buttons.
Can we also appreciate the speed of the fireballs? The reason why we're not seeing Atelier get a lot of these parries is because every single fireball seems to be of different speed here. Sandstorm doing a great job of causing these variances to mix up the timing.
Yes, if you didn't know, you can use all of Ryu's specials the same way with the same way you can in Street Fighter with medium, light, and strong. So they all have different effects when you use them with different inputs.
Exactly. So now Squirtle getting racked damage-wise, 75% already. I think this is where we may see a true Shoryo get that kill. But right now, Sandstorm, he's more than happy to give up a little bit of space to gain a lot more damage.
And the rage impacting Squirtle's bread and butter percent combos there. Not able to get things going, but that is okay. May want to get off that Squirtle soon, Scabs, because a down tilt is basically a death sentence for Squirtle here.
He's just basically trusting his spacing. He's saying, I'm going to go in and out and weave around your hitboxes, and I'm not going to rush in. And that's normally that'd work, but I mean, the percentage lead is so large right here that Sandstorm doesn't really need to feel pressured.
I've always felt the best Ryus that I played against are the ones who camp.
Yep, the ones who camp and walk.
Mm-hmm. Walk. That almost looked. Oh, couldn't get the cancel there off the up air. Walking is a Brawl trait because he tripped.
True, exactly, yeah.
People learn to walk a lot in Brawl. Oh, nice cancel, but Sandstorm couldn't react to it. Waits patiently, going for that swooping back air.
And then again, just applying some shield pressure, immediately backing off. And look at, I mean, we're talking a little bit about Brawl. It kind of looks like Atelier is flanking a little bit. He's at that edge, tossing off the projectile, saying, no, you have to come down here and play with me. Sandstorm so far not obliging, but look at the percent differential. It continues to shrink. I can't remember the last time that Sandstorm got more than a stray hit off a fireball. He just has not been able to get the stock or apply enough pressure.
You got 2 minutes and 21 on the clock. You don't have to rush this.
It's been a full minute of just tossing out projectiles with neither one of them committing to anything.
And that's fine. You work the clock, you work the numbers, right? You're 30% up, and there's the back air. Eventually, they're going to make a mistake, and there's the crowd getting into it. The Sandstorm, a little bit of a local player, not from MNVA, but from the tri-state area. Got a lot of support here at home, and you're going to see the back air come in here once again.
And just the barrage of Razor Leaves time and time again. It looked like there was a shield drop right there, so perhaps Atelier trying to either get the parry or just jump out of shield. Let's see here.
Yeah, look at that. Was that a jump? Hold on.
I have no idea how he hit that.
Frame back. Because the back air's not out yet. So we're looking at back air is out here. It's out. He's still in shield.
It's still in shield.
Poked.
That's a
it's
poke?
Poke.
What in the nine hells was that hitbox? It's like one leaf from the flower actually was out there. That's ridiculous.
The flash triggered with the shield still up.
That is insane.
If you ever want to see some absolutely ridiculousness, there you go. Clip that and show that to your friend.
All of our mains have no reason to confirm if every character has to put up with this nonsense.
Yeah. As we go into game 3, Sandstorm, now thinking about it now, the fact that he did hit the shield, he needs to be very grateful that poke. Because that was going to be bad if it didn't
That was
poke.
immediately like back throw, get him off stage, and potentially edge trap him.
Oh, he tried that. The stinky feet again.
Oh, he is there.
Relax the stinky feet combo.
Gets that tilt into grab, toss him up, and solid damage, but at 82, I think we're reaching like the end of Squirtle's usefulness here. He just has to go ahead and get him off stage, potentially set up for the Ivysaur.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's sort of a patience mental game thing because the Ivysaur has been a very camp fest match when they get these two matched up. The other two characters. Oh, nice job.
What a nair.
Nice job.
Just trading with that. He knows that he can go for that so deep.
Yep, and that it would hit him out of it too. So just brilliant play by Atelier.
I love that, not respecting the Street Fighter rule right there. You can only have one projectile of each type on screen at the same time.
That's true. Very true.
I love that they brought that into this game. Like, Mario can spam fireballs. Ryu, no, you don't get that.
Yeah, I sometimes wish the original characters had to play by their game rules, where like everyone else does. So everyone else is like they're true to their game. The original,
no, not at all.
Mario
exactly.
still has the same moveset he had in Smash 64, basically.
You're not wrong. Not at all. Gets the down throw into the up B, forcing Sandstorm again at that angle. Tries for the nair, but this time Sandstorm, he's wise to it.
Mario's down B is still Flood, okay? That game came out in 2002. That's 20 years ago.
Oh my God, now I feel old.
Yeah, you should.
We're getting up there.
Yeah, we played that game as a kid, so that's how you know.
Trying to go ahead and connect with these backers, but again, Atelier more than happy to fade back with the Razor Leaves, showed that he could potentially win that camp game when he's not getting shipped out of shield. Does get the up air into the up B connection, so Sandstorm claiming stock parity, but again, the percentages are so much different, Tim.
Yeah, he's got to take advantage of these situations where he's got Squirtle on deck, because you can get 50 off off a down tilt, up tilt, something like that.
True.
You can nearly KO Squirtle off a single interaction. Oh, wow.
It feels like these focuses are getting called out. We're seeing it time and time again. When Sandstorm is trying to focus and Atelier has the Squirtle out, every single time it's either a down air or a back air.
Well, and it's because what other options do you have? The other option it seems like a dumb one, which is to just up B over the ledge.
True.
So, it would have worked, but it's a risky mix-up. So, yeah, use it wisely is what I would say.
Again, using that side B to low profile through the fireball and hit Ryu for it. I love that tech from Atelier.
Back to the defense game here. Sandstorm biding his time.
That might have killed if he didn't get the strong hit of that last tilt.
I think he was looking for a back air there, Sandstorm, that is.
Does Ryu have any options that like hit below ledge consistently? Because it feels like whenever Atelier is doing that thing with Ivysaur, we're just dropping down and tossing out projectiles. It feels like Sandstorm's really struggling for an answer.
No, not really. That's why he's not bothering it. He's just letting it be.
So yeah, if you want to play back there, you do you. Eventually we'll have to interact, right?
Well, and that's why the last game took so long on the left side, because Sandstorm can't do anything about that if he's just sitting there on the ledge. So he knows that, so he just say, okay, I'll just sit back, I'll chill. Somebody's got to move at some point. If he's got the lead, that's great for him. If he doesn't have the lead like this, then he has to find some way to interact with him.
And the up air immediately off of the platform. It feels like PS2 is Pokemon Trainer's playground for a reason. Every time Ivysaur gets on those platforms, you have to worry about a platform run off up air, a platform drop down air, and both of those cover so much space that Sandstorm, like, he may be better served sitting at center stage. Or at least you'd think so, but he was center stage getting intercepted by that runoff.
Yeah, while he was jumping, though. Like, I don't know, holding center stage while jumping is a hard thing to do.
True, yeah. You want to stay grounded.
Like, playing really swift neutral is not a lot of jumps. But Ryu Ryu's biggest confirms and plays he can make are going to be off those jumps, off a jump aerial canceled into whatever, right? Or setting up tilts on the ground. So it's hard. It's very, very, very difficult for him to answer. A lot of Ivysaur. I think Ivysaur is the hardest to answer, and this is what I was hoping he was going to change levels. I didn't think that level is just not working out for him. He needs a smaller stage.
So now the question becomes, are we going to see like Sandstorm able to zone a little bit better on this stage, or is Atelier going to be able to use that big center's platform to get more of those platform drop aerials that the Ivysaur was feasting on?
Also, I appreciate it when they change colors on the counter pick.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Well, but yeah, there's nothing he can do about that.
No.
If Atelier doesn't mess it up, sorry.
Yeah, just you got to hold this, dog.
Yep. And it's pretty much if he plays Ken too. Ken's a little bit better because the fire Shoryuken goes a little higher, I think, but it's still very doable.
But he does get the back air off stage. Solid damage here, but again, Atelier has Ivysaur at edge and just runs up for the up tilt. Does not get that. Does get the true Shoryu though. Not going to finish the stock.
There we go. Okay, even hit. I have a question.
Sure.
How did Atelier get a blank tag?
I think you can create one of those. You can just delete everything and do that.
I think you have to input it, though.
Yeah.
I think it's an actual tag in the system, but it's just like space or something. I don't know. I want to know that.
Versus Stewie, I have no idea where that one came from either.
I don't know.
All right, getting these.
Family Guy reference or something.
I wouldn't be surprised. Falls out of the back air that time.
Wasn't in the right position there. Thought Atelier was going to get another down air. And Sandstorm very thankful he didn't, because again, there's just not much Ryu can do.
But underneath that platform, he is a terror, though, because you can't really jump in on him. So, and if you try to like jump and land on the platform, he can just immediately do that jumping up air into the special cancel. Yeah,
and a lot harder to do like a tomahawk grab to get in, especially with the kind of grabs. Well, it's really a Charizard thing to do a tomahawk. Ivysaur is not so good at that. Ooh, went for the knuckle sandwich there.
Just trying to get that shield break immediately. No tech right there, so great DI. Sandstorm was probably holding up when he got put into that awkward spot.
And, oh my gosh.
That platform, it's the platform drop aerials. They're so threatening in that situation.
The pollen was everywhere, man. That's
the stun spore, man. You don't get no options when you get paralyzed. 30%.
Ryu's allergies are crazy right now. he's out of control.
He's probably out here.
Somebody give this man a Zyrtec.
Probably out there been like, man, I've been to Kanto before. I ain't never seen none of these creatures, though.
Zyrtec ain't going to save you from that tail.
No, sir.
It only protects you from the allergies, not from fire. Somebody call the fire department. It's over.
Atelier 3-1 over Sandstorm, and that patient playstyle netted him one game, but no more. The Zard back air.
That's huge.
Yeah, it's such a huge hitbox. Catching the high % standard get up when you're...
I'm going back.
Oh,
no. Minus... There we go. Slow it down.
Just do it once and then immediate jump back. The invulnerability was running out, so Sandstorm felt pressured, but my lord, the hitbox.
Look at that. That is, huh?
That's a good move. That's a good move.
See it. Clear. Huh?
Lord. Is big.
That's a big tail. Big tail. You don't mess with that.
And now we're kind of seeing here that Squirtle pressure, man. It's just so sick. It carries you all the way across the stage and perfectly sets up for Ivysaur. They're such complementary characters. One of them can take full stage control, carry you all the way, and set you off into an edge guard. And, well, then you have one of the best edge guarding options in the game in Ivysaur down air.
Yeah, and a character like Ryu doesn't have a lot of options to deal with it. So.
No. He's got the hitbox, he's just not disjointed enough, and he doesn't have any invuln, and he has no other options other than like Rising Tattoo using your double jump. But if you use that against Squirtle, you're going to get called out instantly.
Or you use it early, right, and try to go above the ledge. But again, a very risky option. But nonetheless, Atelier moves on. Glad we know how to pronounce that name now. By the way.
I know.
We're very happy about